Yeah, ATL on the rise, you know how we do. Peachtree dreams, dirty birds flying through. From the gridiron to the diamond, courts to the pitch. We reppin' ATL sports, every team, every niche. ATL, where the flames ignite. From Truist Park to the bins at night. Dreams take flight, hearts soar high. United we stand, reaching for the sky.
What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday. We're back.
Man.
We're recording in the morning, if you can't tell by Kraemer's over-the-top enthusiasm for the day here.
Yeah.
And if you're listening to this on Friday, it is a gloomy, gloomy day.
Real gross
my heart.
outside. It is real gross outside.
Yeah, it's a cuddle up or Panera to the house, watch some Harry Potter type vibes day to day. But we got Atlanta sports to talk about before then. And some good things to cover. Short pod probably today.
Yeah.
Because we just got out of the All-Star break, obviously, with our boys representing. Braves have been playing great baseball since they came back. Austin Riley apparently just needed a week break to go sit in the woods or something. Looking awesome. We'll get into that in a minute here. I love surprising Kraemer with just like random things he has to do and like potentially put his reputation on the line.
Oh, God.
So what we're going to do today is I'm going to blind give you 5 running backs. And you're going to rank them that are active in the NFL today. As 5
Easy.
through 5. Okay.
That's easy. It's easy.
So give me just a second here.
I'm an elite ball knower. Everybody that listens to this pod knows that. I mean, the takes that I've had have just all came true. I don't think anything I've said has ever came back to haunt me, except for the accusing Ted Turner of being dead, and then Ted Turner ended up dying. That was crazy. But
So yeah, we didn't talk about that enough. That was like really bad. maybe actually we talked about it too much, I think.
Yeah.
That was.
I was like, oh yeah, dude,
tough.
Ted Turner's been dead for a minute, and then sure enough, he passed away a couple weeks after, shortly. But that's neither here nor there. So
Yeah, it's really tough. All right, let's do this, Kraemer. The reason we're doing this too is I don't know about you guys. I am itching for football. It's one of those times where like when baseball is the only thing that's on, I start getting antsy again. Even if it's like hate watching something else.
like WNBA.
I need another. I mean, I wasn't gonna say it. I'm trying to be more like.
Sorry,
I'm trying to be more into
I got
it.
no filter this morning. Don't
encourage me into the direction that I've
I'm
come
just
from.
here. I'm just here for a good time.
But I've been itching for football, and since I've been itching for football, we're gonna do a blind rank. We're gonna stack rank these 5 blind, not knowing what's coming next, of active running backs. So go ahead and get a note up for yourself there, Kraemer, so you can keep track of what you got. The first running back is Devon Achane.
Ooh, so Devon Achane is a spicy guy. He's a stud, but injury prone, and he will be the only person on his team this year that is probably worth anything in fantasy football. So with that being said, blind rank, do I believe there are 4 other running backs you might say that are better than him? I'm going to go ahead and safely put him at 4. He is a stud,
wow.
Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but I don't think he's going to be the worst you give me, and I do not think he's going to be a top 3 you give me.
So Devon Achane was on the Eagles.
Nope.
You still have him at 4, or you would move?
If he was on the Eagles, I thought you said he is on the Eagles.
I said he was on the Eagles. Like, so if he's on a team,
no, absolutely
structured
not.
to be successful.
If he was on the Eagles, I'd put him down. I wouldn't. I'd put him at 5 because the amount of touchdowns he's getting stolen from the tush push. Any fantasy owners of Saquon Barkley last year know a lot about that.
Eight. So
Yeah.
it wasn't like that big of a, but he did rush for another 200 yards on him. So Devon Achane
but
definitely
he's a lot better in the passing game too. So yeah, I'll give him
All
a
right,
solid
that's fair.
4.
That's fair. He had 50 less touches. Okay. Next one is Jahmyr Gibbs.
Oh, wow. Jahmyr Gibbs is a stud. He doesn't have anybody to do that two-headed horse with them this year around on the workload with David Montgomery gone, with Isaiah Pacheco signing. Isaiah Pacheco's never been anything that great. So I'll go ahead and solidly put Jahmyr Gibbs at 2, without a doubt. He's a beast. He's so good.
Yeah, I mean, in 243 touches, 1,200 yards plus. He almost had 2,000 all-purpose yards.
Jalen Hurts, by the way, last year, Saquon 6 rushing touchdowns. Jalen Hurts had 8 because the tush push. So that's just taking food out of your running back's mouth.
Yeah, that's taking money out of his table too. You know what I'm saying? That's incentives gone.
Don't appreciate that from a quarterback.
Yeah, I'd have to restructure.
You have one of the best. You have one of the best running backs in the league, and you're just stealing food out of his mouth.
Jahmyr Gibbs, by the way, 13 touchdowns last year.
Kind of a beast. That's not even counting his receiving either.
No, 728 yards receiving. Touchdowns not on my screen right now, so use your imagination. All right, now we're going to go with Jonathan Taylor.
JT, man. JT is another one of those guys like Achane, except he has more of that workload capability where he has gotten some injuries in the past, but he's kind of built like a bowling ball, not a bowling ball, a wrecking ball, because he's not thick. He's just large and in charge. He's got a great offensive line with the Indianapolis Colts. No
pass game though. So
absolutely,
he does.
But
have
the thing is, he kind of doesn't need it. He had the
most touches in the NFL last season, by the way. 320.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and put him at 3.
Okay, so you have
I like him.
5.
Yep,
you're gonna need to be
pretty on the nose here.
You got to figure it out. Here we go. Derrick Henry. It's your next one. Last season, 307 touches, rushed for 1,595 yards.
I'm actually cool with putting him at 5. Yeah, go ahead and say it. Just from a perspective of, he went to Baltimore to get a ring, and I understand that because he deserves one. He has done a lot of work for the Tennessee Titans over the years, and he does a lot of work. But under Harbaugh's coaching and with Lamar Jackson's selfishness in the rush game, he actually has been down a lot comparatively to what he is capable of. And I think anybody that pays attention to Ravens games would agree, where you see Lamar Jackson. Also, there is Derrick Henry can't really catch the ball. I don't know if you've ever seen him in the passing game. It's not great. He's dropped the ball a lot, but Lamar Jackson just plays selfish ball. I hate, if he was on a different team, then yeah, maybe I'd put him at 1. But he's 33 years old. He's unk in the league, and he is just on a team that doesn't utilize his running ability as much as they should, because he has these standout games where he'll rush for like 200 yards and stiff arm people into their own gravestones. But then they're just like, the next game they'll be like, yeah, Lamar, just triple option it. It's like, why are they doing that? And that's why Harbaugh got fired. So who knows? It's subject to change this season.
I agree with the Baltimore stuff. I think Derrick Henry is like, these numbers for a guy who's as old as he is, and in a system that is like built around Lamar, to have almost 1,600 rushing yards, 16 touchdowns, and 1,060 of those yards after contact.
Yeah, I mean, it is what
that
it
is.
An
absolute freight train, dude. He is built like, you combined Jadeveon Clowney and J.J. Watt, and as fast as guys. Are we talking about? We are talking about just current day right now. Like, I get. We're talking about his numbers last season, though. Do you know what I mean?
If we're talking historically, like, I'd put him at number 1. I think he's one of the. I think a lot of people are not taking advantage of watching Derrick Henry while he was in his prime and watching him. Yeah,
because who wanted to watch the Tennessee Titans except for to watch Derrick Henry?
I think when it's all said and done, he will be considered one of the best running backs to ever play the game.
Yeah, definitely the best
He also got a very late start because he sat behind DeMarco Murray's withering ass in Tennessee, and he got drafted late. I mean, he got drafted at like 23, 24 or something like that. Derrick Henry came in there,
dude.
and then he didn't start until he was like 26, 27. That people are like, oh, his longevity is so much. I'm like, dude, he didn't start until he was already halfway through his 20s. His running back room in Alabama was nuts. It was Derrick Henry.
Right, he was the third running back over there.
It was crazy. It was him, Kenyon Drake, Josh Jacobs, Mark Ingram.
Mark Ingram.
Dude, he was there. I mean, he was there for a minute. Like, it's crazy. That running back room isn't spoken about in Alabama enough. In the
there could be a documentary. We need a Netflix doc on that.
That's a 30.
I hate Alabama with everything I got, but man, like the players, I don't hate players.
All right, give me the last one. We're on time
ready?
crunch. Yeah.
Your last one here is going to be Bijan Robinson. How we leave him out? He's number one. I was hoping.
I had a feeling.
Yep,
absolutely.
Bijan Robinson.
He's the best in the league.
Most yards
guess
in
what?
the league.
That wasn't planned. He didn't tell me who he was going to say. I just had a feeling he was going to have to bring up, since this is an Atlanta sports podcast.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'll stick by that. He is number one in the league. You guys, Madden, you're dumb. You didn't give him a 99 this year. That's absolutely stupid. That is absolutely out of, I mean, what more do you want from the guy? What, he has to backwards hurdle somebody? That was sick. But come on.
So he's got he ended the season with 150 less yards than James Cook, who was the leading rusher in the league. He did that on almost 35 less carries, and he led the league in yards after contact. 1,091, almost 1,100 of Bijan's 1,478 yards. Or after someone had hit him.
What was his game in the air?
Dude, Bijan had 820 receiving yards. Man, if I could just get this thing to turn over, I'd love to show you the touchdowns too. But it won't let me do that. Only 7 rushing. I know he had probably 7.
Easy.
Yeah. Love it. Love it. That's talking running backs.
Yep. All right, let's go ahead and speed run this little bit of update. So the All-Star break just happened. Oh wait, You have a this day and day?
Yeah, I do. It's terrible, dude. Tim Hudson ended his career with a career-changing injury. So.
Oh, did you already say that? Oh my gosh, I'm tired.
I did offline because I just said I didn't want to do it this day and day because it was so sad and tragic. And then you said like, well, there it is, Tim Hudson.
All right, just got done with the All-Star break. The Braves barely get away from the Padres. Just I say barely, right?
Bro,
because
we won 3 out of 4.
Did you watch the same games I did? They really didn't want to win a lot of those games.
Yeah, I mean, look, our bullpens definitely had some issues for sure.
If we don't fix our pitching, we're heading to hell in a handbasket.
So the Padres series, though, this is what we should. Let's positive spin it. We're too doom and gloom. Like we're already jumping to like, we barely won.
It's the rain, man. It's the rain. The rain's freaking me out.
Took 3 out of 4 from the Padres. Do you know what our record was with the Padres in the past 10 games? 1-9 against them in our last 10 outings against them. So to come and take 3 out of 4, some would say 1 out of 9 is not great.
Some would say we're gonna have to put you on a PIP.
That's Lord Pippington territory right there, dude.
Yeah.
And so that was their old situation. Now, come to the present. 3 out of 4 in close games against a team that is like doing very well. And on top of that, you go back to the Rangers series, the series back from the All-Star break, dude, we scored 29 runs in 3 games.
The bats have been hot. The bats have warmed up over the past month.
Love it. Absolutely love it. And when they weren't in that first series against the Padres, first game, Chris Sale comes out, absolutely dominates.
He's
11 strikeouts in that out.
He's like the thread holding the rope of what this bullpen is together right now. I mean, it is just like this torn, and then it's him just in the middle there. It's bad.
It's also good, like, we need to note this, like, we've given Bryce Elder, he's had a horrible run of things. He started picking it up. Maybe he needed a break, too, to just go be like, what am I doing? Maddox, teach me everything you know.
I believe Strider might be out for the season.
Brother, he hasn't. When he came back, his velocity was already lower. It's just like the poor guy can't catch a break. Is Jim Jarvis like the guy? Is he going to be like our Rosario, who just comes in like for one season and plays so great because people can't figure him out? That's what it feels like right now.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good with him. It's been a lot of fun with because I believe I want to say
Play shortstop.
didn't he go to Alabama?
Ooh, geez, don't make me hate this
Sorry,
guy.
I have a bunch of friends that went to Alabama, and they're
Yeah, dude, he's wearing the Tide.
yeah. He the boys are hyped. My boys are hyped about him, so it's cool. I guess I don't know. I feel like I don't ever see. Anyway,
Way to ruin a good thing, dude. So Jim Jarvis, total bammer, awesome. That's fine. That's fine. I can grow up. It's a college. It's just a college. It's just a school. They don't own you.
what did you use?
But look, I had 3 guys I want to talk about as MVPs of the Rangers series first, which is first Drake Baldwin.
I was about to say the man's so back. It's unbelievably. He actually just parked the car real quick, went inside to the gas station to get something, and came right back out.
That's 100% right.
That's he's like, hey, my bad, got to get some sour Skittles for the road. Like, I'll be right back. And
it's funny too, dude. It's like a oblique injury, so you would think like Power's gonna take he's gonna be timid at the plate because it's usually how players are. Like an oblique
also,
injury,
he's
like
rocking the
turning on
mustache.
Yeah,
rocking
dude,
the
looks
mustache.
sick.
He's looking. I know he's like 22 years old, but the mustache makes him. He looks like an 80s 40-year-old baseball player right now. He looks so old when I see him on the
mound. The guys were just like listening to Jim Croce in the locker room and drinking beers in between innings.
Yeah, I was like, dude, this guy's definitely smoking a cig like in the in the dugout.
His part-time construction job that starts on the weekends is really pulling him over the edge. No, he's done great. And then also, time to give some kudos over a 7-game stretch to a guy who we've been very Austin Riley.
Yeah.
Good Austin Riley needed a break, dude. He needed a break, and it's clearly showing because he had 3 home runs in that Rangers series, and had a game-sealing 2-run single in Game 3. So Austin Riley, like, you're what we've needed to come back to make a real run.
Hey, thanks for showing up.
There. Yeah, honorable mention here before I say the last one. Michael Harris is just raking. Like he went through. He's weird how he goes through like a 2-week spell of nothing, then a 4 weeks of greatness, which is fine. Like, this is baseball. You're not going to be able to hit every pitch. But then third is Chris Sale for that performance. Guy's an absolute freaking stud. And then. Do you want to add something to the Rangers? I got MVPs for the Padres series too. I want to go over get some.
No, go for it. Go for it, man.
We're gonna go with Ozzie Albies for delivering some clutch RBIs in close games. I will say this about Ozzie: at times where it may feel like he disappears a little bit, and he seems frustrated. Like no one's more frustrated than Ozzie. He still comes up in big moments. And still shines through. So pretty excited.
Can I give him just an award just based off
you can, dude.
Who he is? I want to give him the all-time vibes guy. I just feel like anytime the camera shows Albies, you can't help but smile. Like, he is having a good time out there. He's encouraging his teammates. He's looking at guys like, hey, like smile. Like he's when he hit a home run the other day, I didn't realize the Braves started doing this, but do you see those tomahawk bats that they keep in the dugout? That is so
carry through the
they carry them up like this. So cool, dude. So cool. I didn't realize they had those.
Yeah, it's also, I mean, I love seeing the tomahawks back, especially on the bats and all that too. Yeah, Ozzie's like your clubhouse guy, and like every good team has a leader and a glue guy, and sometimes they're the same person in the locker room. Like for our championship run, it felt like Freddie was the leader and Jock Peterson was that glue guy. Like it was a huge, like, all right, Jock came in with experience in the playoffs and carried himself in a very like professional, but like, guys, be yourself, let's go rock it. Whereas Freddie was leading from like, you know, he owned that clubhouse when he was here. So yeah, like, you know, I think Ozzie's our leader and glue guy. I mean, who would be the leader right now, to be totally honest? I don't want to like assume because I'm not in that thing, but I mean, Chris Sale's obviously a leader, like with all his...
I mean, clearly. I mean, if it's not him, then honestly, I think Michael Harris, I mean, even he is a younger guy, but he is, I mean, you could, say
he kind of leads in action, doesn't he? Like he kind of leads in the way he comes out and
I think if
professionally
you want to
approaches the
talk
game.
about a leader in momentum, it is Michael. It's Harris or it's Baldwin. I mean, like when those guys rip a double or something, you just see all the bats start getting hot. Like, I mean, like the momentum has shifted so many times in games where those guys go up to bat and they absolutely stripe it or hit a home run or something. And then the next thing you know, like everyone's getting on base. You got Duran over here striping the ball for some reason. I'm like, all right, let's go. Let's get it. Like,
I don't understand, and this is something that's really going to have to be thought about, because like when Acuna comes back to the lineup, like, do you move Baldwin out of the one hole? I don't think you do, because he's doing so well. But that's Acuna historically does so well in the one. So it's like, do you put him 1 and 2, and then like how do you play Ozzy? Like, because the middle of our order really has like also carried us through a lot of these games, which is what makes the Braves so lethal offensively.
I don't know. I think Acuna, like,
it's a good problem to have.
Yeah, we don't know where to put our superstar. I don't know. Neither here nor there. I'm interested to see. I mean, Acuna isn't set to come back for another, 10 days? Something like that.
Yeah, within 2 weeks, I think is what I saw yesterday. So.
Okay. What's the injury he's dealing with? A hamstring. Ooh, not the hamstring.
Oh, yeah, he pulled it just running to first, man. It's like this guy has never stretched a day in his life.
He's got some sort of like, he made a deal with the devil when he was born where it was like, I'm going to make you the most outstanding baseball player this generation's ever seen. But
you only play a half a season.
But yeah, your monkey paw wish here is your muscles are just never going to be able to get loose, like ever.
Yeah, I looked it up.
And your ligaments are made out of string cheese.
Do you know how old Ronald Acuna is?
He's like 24.
No, he's 28.
Oh, what? Whoa. When did that happen?
Yeah, dude, guy's been here for 7 years.
What?
So
whoa.
That's exactly right.
I'm existential crisis here. Oh my gosh. What do you mean? What do you mean?
So listen, this is what I mean by this.
Does that make me feel old or young? I don't know right now.
I think what it makes me feel is some sympathy for Ronald Acuna. I remember the bridge between 27 to 28. 28, I still thought I could go do everything I did from 18 to 27. And 28 is when I tore my hamstring playing softball, elite competitor, by the way, to tear your hamstring playing softball. And threw my back out RDLing single legs in the gym with my wife there. Having to ask your wife to help you walk out of the gym is a tough one too, by the way, for anyone who's ever done that. Shout out, Bex.
28 was the year I was like starting to feel age. Like 28
was like,
dude. Yeah, no, 28 it was like, oh dang, why is my, like, I laid on the couch weird while watching an episode. I get up and I go, ooh, that lower lumbar is whoa, nothing's actually quite been right since. Also,
when you start chatting about lumbar, dude, you just know you're headed to
wow, dude, I'm over here, dude. I last week in kickball, I dove for the ball, got the out. It was sick. Dove for the ball, got it, landed on like my rib cage / back area, and I was like, oh yeah, nothing's fine. Next day, you would have thought I got hit by a car. Yeah, I was like, whoa, slow down here, buddy. Why do I feel this bad? That's okay.
It's because you're old, dude. I don't know. I think 27, 28. And the reason I say this is, Ronnie, like, you're hearing it from two guys who are obviously elite competitors in pickup softball and kickball.
Hey, welcome to the club.
You gotta start stretching.
Club. Hey, he's one of us.
He's one of the boys. Seriously,
he's one of us. He's just.
I think Ronald Acuna would benefit a lot from like a massage treatment and maybe a few less steals. Like, we don't need you to steal. He's been getting tagged out a lot.
Go do yoga. It's helped me tremendously. Go do yoga.
Yeah. Let's all contribute. Let's get a GoFundMe to get Ronald Acuna.
Let's get a petition that he has to do yoga once a week.
Mm-hmm. That's his next contract when we sign him.
Nah, he's gonna tear his Achilles doing that, and then we're all just gonna
Don't say that. Don't even
Dude.
put it out there.
Yeah.
Well, that's it.
All
Did
right.
I already go through the three guys? I'm sorry, I don't even know.
Yeah,
if I
yeah,
did.
you did. But
Okay,
let's
cool.
just run through some Falcon stuff. So if you are listening to this right now, we have some guys loaded in the chamber for some to bring on the podcast as football season comes. Primetime Peyton, as the podcast knows dear and well, great friend of the show, a new
PTP.
buddy, yeah, PTP, a new guest of ours. I will not disclose his name. Don't know what he wants to go by, but he's awesome. Die-hard Falcons fan. When I say die-hard, he spent $3,500 to go to that Super Bowl we lost. Can you imagine? Ooh, can you imagine? He's a awesome guy. Been a good friend of mine since college. He bleeds black and he bleeds black and red. He loves the Falcons so much, and he is not excited for the season whatsoever.
It's going to be fun to hear about our undying optimism before a season versus his probably more.
So just a couple notes here. Falcons running back duo has been voted the number one running back duo in the NFL for ahead of the 2026 season. It only makes sense. You have both
The Robinsons.
Yeah, we have both the Robinson Juniors.
Meet the Robinsons.
Actually. We have both the Robinson Juniors. That's going to be really confusing when you guys are doing your fantasy drafts. Do not, if you're picking Bijan in the first round, do not go Brian Robinson because it only says B. Robinson Jr. And they're both on the Falcons. So,
it'd be a great guy to have in the third round for a running back, but
I'm not. I mean, yeah, honestly,
but if you got that first pick,
yeah. Jeff Ulbrich came out and said, no matter what the verdict was with James Pierce Jr., he's all gas, no brakes. They have
Hold on, pause. What does that exactly mean when he said that? No matter what the verdict, it was all gas, no brakes.
Oh, that's
so like if the verdict was guilty and like everything went wrong, like that was a horrible.
No, he like no.
That was a quote.
No. That's me. That's me just saying that. No. He sorry. The way he meant that is that he just meant that he had a plan. He planned ahead of time, like in case he was guilty. But now that he's not guilty,
it's time.
Yeah, but even if he's suspended, he's making do with that, and he wants to if not replicate or do 10 times better than last year when it comes to getting sacks in the rushing game. Which, wow.
Question for you. I need to know this. So he is suspended for 7 games. Are they appealing that?
No. They might try to get it down.
But it is 7 games. Like he's out for 7 games.
Is that official? Jamie, pull that up.
I'm absolutely has not been officially suspended. Okay, I don't know
that's
where
what I
got that from.
He has not.
Potential suspension is 4 to 8 games.
Thing is with him doing the classes and everything down in Florida.
Yeah, and he's also acquitted of everything. So it's like
the Falcons can. Also, anybody go out there, go ahead and tell me I'm wrong. I would love to argue with you. Go watch the police footage on that. He did not do anything to put any cops' lives in danger. There was like absolutely nothing. I wouldn't say he was super compliant, but he was straight up like not meaning harm to anybody. He was like, hey, just please don't pin me to the ground, which I get it. You're scared and you're surrounded by police officers. So it's like, and he's 22 years old. Just a youngin' making a mistake at that point. But anyway, enough of that. Big 2 other topics just real fast. Rumors of signing Tyreek Hill. Falcons have shut that down. He's a plague to the locker room. He's a plague to people. He's torn. I mean, one of his That I don't know if you saw his injury last year. I don't know
Bad.
if that guy's going to truly ever be Tyreek Hill again with that knee injury. His knee was completely backwards on the field. It was crazy.
And Tyreek, like what makes Tyreek Hill is like speed and agility.
Correct. Absolutely.
So
Not to mention, and then it's not much of news, but we are going into preseason with no idea who our quarterback is still, and that seems like a big issue. It's like every other day I hear, wow, Tua is actually looking really outstanding while Michael Penix is recovering from injury still, and then it's like Tua, big fall off on accuracy, not looking good at all. Michael Penix, though, looking decent, looks like he can move again. I'm like, all right, well, make up your mind, man.
I still don't get the Tua move because like of all the quarterbacks who are,
I get it. I get it now.
but like,
totally
why not
get
go get one of the guys who was second string with a high ceiling? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
because
why
we
not
would
go
have had
get
to pay him more. We would have had to pay him more. We're only paying $1 million for him. And
we would have had to pay much more for like Jarrett Stidham.
okay, first of all, shut up. That's crazy. Why would we want you? I'm actually not entertaining.
Played it in a playoff game for the Broncos. And actually performed. Actually threw touchdowns.
I'm not entertaining this conversation. That's crazy town.
I would much rather have Jarrett Stidham than have Tua Tagovailoa on my team. Book it.
That's all right.
I'd rather have that dude from Georgia.
So he's left-handed, right? That's the big thing here. Is the big issue that the wide receivers complained about last year is that going from Kirk Cousins to Michael Penix on and off is the right hand to left hand makes a huge difference when the ball is being thrown to them and catching it. So also with handoffs and stuff like that.
Can I say something to that too?
Left-handed quarterbacks are dumb.
No, well, I don't know. I mean, the jury's not out.
It messes. If you take Tua's highlights, they look terrible. But if you flipped the screen where it looks like he's throwing with his right hand, he looks so good. He looks so good.
No, my biggest thing is actually with wide receivers. If you're dropping balls when you get paid that much because it comes out with a different spin, I don't know. To me, that's like, get over it. You're already wearing like high tech.
I would say Drake London looked a lot better with a left-handed quarterback. Do you remember that 3-touchdown Patriots game?
I was watching highlights of that just the other day. So sick.
So sick.
We won so many games we shouldn't have and lost every game we should have.
Correct. I mean, well, we lost 4 games last year because of a kicker.
Yeah, we have a lot to get into when the season comes up because there's
a
lot of gaps and big spots.
Yeah, we signed a new kicker, but we'll get into that. So I'm not going to go too hard into the Hawks real quick right now due to the fact we are going to be met with a special guest next week to deep dive more into the Hawks. But I will say, there's not a lot of sports on. World Cup's over. I was like, oh, you know what? I'm going to go support the Summer League. Some of the unsigned guys, rookies, whatever. The one game I watched, it was versus Memphis the other night. And I tuned in to the second quarter, right at the beginning of the second quarter. And guess what the score was, Kenny? After the first quarter.
Oh, no, dude. Judging by your face and expression, I'm thinking we got killed by probably like 30.
It was 28-2. No, it was 38. Yeah, 38-2 in the first quarter. After the first quarter.
Oh my God! I mean, scoring
38-2.
How do you even do that?
38. They're playing Blessed Trinity freaking JV team out there.
That's so brutal to hear.
I was like, wow, this season is going to be bad. But there's more to talk about that. A lot of stuff with the draft recap and also a lot of free agent signings and trades going down. So we can get into that. I You got any takeaways? Some
No, dude, I need fall to be here. Like I need oxygen. This
I
is the point. I'm
need
going on a beach trip with the wife, and like after we get back, we both agreed we're like, hey, like we're putting out the fall crap. Like when we get home, we're lighting fall candles. I'm done with this. Like even if I have to will cooler weather in football, then I'll do that. I'll do that for everybody.
this heat outside is not the heat. Like this is the heat that like killed the dinosaurs. This is insane. I
definitely didn't help France.
Yeah, well, don't get Oh, France, what happened? What happened? Spain. Anyway,
Tough, dude.
yeah. Yeah, so no final thoughts.
No, man. I'm just happy to be back having these conversations. One final thought. We actually are going to go back to a Wednesday release day. I think that's in the works. Because this Friday nonsense, we're just not good at it. So we're going to go back to Wednesday.
It's trial and error, but it also makes more sense with, NFL Sundays coming up and everything like that. I will just, I could go more into it, but I'm not going for the sake of time. The Atlanta Dream has dropped to number 6 in the league. The past 2 weeks, they've been having a rough time on the road, going 4-6. They're on the only reason they're even 4-6 right now in their last 10 games is because they're on the 3-game winning streak at home. But yeah, they dropped down pretty bad. There's still contention for playoffs, but if they don't pick up, they're just not going to the rim and shooting well right now. And it's like their defense is fine, but if you're playing a team like the Fever or the Lynx or the Valkyrie, like the Valkyrie also slowed down the hell out of the ball. So it's like it's a big issue. But neither here nor there. For the sake of time, we got to get out of here. So thank you, everybody, for listening to another episode of the Atlanta Sports Special. And whether you flew here or you grew here, we appreciate having you.
Let's go Braves, baby. Chop on.
ATL, where the flames ignite. From Truist Park to the bins at night. Dreams take flight, hearts soar high. United we stand, reaching for the sky.